Welcome to A Girl's Guide to, the podcast designed to help generations of women enhance their minds, love their bodies, and heal their souls. I'm your host, Michaela, a girl navigating life and helping you do the same. I am so happy and grateful that you are here. Let's dive in. Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of A Girl's Guide to, and happy April, happy Monday. I love when a new month lands on a new week as well, or like when they start together. It just feels very good. All the newness, the new intentions, new goals, new actions. And I'm also really looking forward to some warmer, sunnier days, okay? Because us New England baddies, we've been struggling a little bit, okay? But this past weekend was actually beautiful. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that that means we're gonna have a beautiful spring to summer transition. But speaking of transitions, let's talk about this new month and what the heck you're gonna do this new month to make some changes in your life. I like to kind of do an audit of my life at the beginning of each month and ask myself, what did I do last month that worked really well and that moved the needle forward in my life, that helped me get one step closer to my goals? And what things did I do that held me back, that didn't serve me? And get real with myself, essentially. So that's what you're gonna do too. We're gonna be talking a little bit about the energy that you have when you show up in the different areas of your life and the power that you hold with working with the law of attraction as well, okay? And before you hop off, if you're not spiritual, not woo woo, just give me a few minutes of your time. Stick around to the end of this episode. I promise it won't be too long. And I challenge you to listen in for maybe a new perspective, because that's really what it takes to transform your life. It takes learning something new, getting out of your comfort zone, getting a little uncomfortable, and listening to some advice that maybe you never would have listened to before. Doing some things like using affirmations or journaling or meditating, which maybe you've never done before. But you have to remember that if you're not happy with where you're currently at, the things that you constantly do, that is why you're where you're at. So continuing to do them is not going to get you any further. It's going to keep you where you're at. And once again, if you're not happy, that means we have to introduce some new things. So maybe the law of attraction is new to you. Maybe it's not, and you just need a reminder. But let's chat about it, because I really wholeheartedly believe that you have so much power to create any reality for yourself. And it's all about what you put out into the world. What you put out is what you get back, okay? So you have to take some accountability and get real honest with yourself and ask yourself, is your current reality a fair representation of the energy that you use to show up day to day? Meaning, are you living a miserable reality because you choose to wake up and be miserable every day? I know it's kind of hard to face, and we're so quick to point the finger at everyone and everything else around us for where we're at and why we are the way we are. But at some point, girl, you have to rise above. At some point, you have to choose to no longer fall victim to your past, or maybe even to current circumstances. You have to take back your power, because by blaming everybody else and by saying, this is the reason why I'm where I am, my parents did this to me when I was a kid, my boss treats me like shit, XYZ. By you doing that, you are essentially giving them the power to control your everyday. You are giving them the power to control your mood and your happiness, your joy. How does that feel, knowing that you're giving away your power to people who probably don't deserve it? You have to take back the power and say, this is my life. I am in control of my words, of my thoughts, and my actions. And that is everything. Because if somebody chooses to say some really shitty thing to you, you can choose to replace that thought with something that rings true to you, right? Like if somebody were to, I don't know, judge you for something that you're wearing, but you really like what you're wearing, don't let them fucking get the power by then saying, oh, you know what, maybe they're right. No, replace it and be like, well, I really like my outfit. I think I look like a badass bitch. And that's the energy I'm going to keep moving forward with. And I'm telling you right now, if you upgrade your energy and you start having just this wonderful aura around you and who you are and what you believe in, and you put out good into the universe, you will see less and less negativity, less and less hate, less and less bad, for lack of a better word, from other people. Now, of course, that's not to be ignorant and say that terrible things don't happen every day and hate doesn't live so strongly throughout our culture, because unfortunately it does, and it does everywhere. But once again, it goes back to doing what you can to control that. And you can control your words, your thoughts, and your actions. So, really, all I'm trying to say here for today's very quick episode is be intentional with how you choose to show up every day. Wake up with the intention of having a good day and being grateful for everything that you have. Gratitude is another very, very powerful thing that will help you to walk through life with a more positive energy. Because if you get mad in the morning that you spilled your $5 coffee and now you're like, well, I'm gonna have the shittiest fucking day ever, how about turn it around and be like, you know what? It sucks that I spilled the coffee, right? Like, validate your feelings. You can totally do that. But I'm really grateful that I had the money to buy the coffee. I'm really grateful that I had the car to take me to get the coffee, that I'm in the car that's taking me to work, that gives me the money to get the coffee. Like, when you start to realize every little thing that you have is worthy of being grateful for, there are very little things that can tick you off, very little things that can ruin your day. And once again, these moments happen. They happen to us all. Unideal situations that we don't really want to be going through, but it's how you choose to navigate those situations that will make or break you. So, once again, going back to the coffee scenario, first thing in the morning you spill your coffee. Are you going to choose to be pissed about it all day long and continue to just go down this rabbit hole of negativity for the entirety of your day and it's only 8 o'clock in the morning? Or are you going to choose to say, this is only a portion of my day, a very tiny bit of the day, and I still have all of this time to change how this day ends, to change how I relive this day? Laugh about it. That's what I do a lot of times. Like today, when I tell you I've tried to record this episode probably a good 10 times, I had a whole different topic I was going to talk about. I kept getting tongue tied. My light died, the freaking computer was making all these noises, my dogs were barking, and don't get me wrong, I've definitely started to feel a little defeated, a little frustrated, like, oh my god, what the hell, why can't I get this recording together? Why can't my thoughts just come to me? But here I am, about, 8 minutes into this episode, and I'm like, yes, finally, I got out what I'm trying to say. But it was because I chose to just keep going, have a positive energy, be like, you know what, I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to sit here with my girls and have this chat. I'm grateful for all the equipment that I'm using, for the roof over my head, for all the things, even for my dogs who were barking and were annoying the hell out of me. I chose to have that energy. You get to choose how you live your life by putting out the energy that you want to receive back. So just remember that. Remember that the power is in your hands. Stop pointing the finger. I saw this thing one time on Twitter. Of course, it turned into a meme and now it's like this whole stupid thing. But I saw this thing one time and it said, you're so quick to point the finger, but remember, you've got three pointing back at you. And how I took that essentially is like, instead of being so quick to blame everyone and everything around you, look inward, take some accountability, and be like, all right, what did I do that maybe attracted this situation, that attracted this negative experience? Was there something I could have done better that next time will allow me to attract a more positive experience? Because I guarantee it is. I guarantee that 9 out of 10 things in your life that you're unhappy with has to do with you. And I know it's a smack in the face, and I know it's not something everybody's ready to hear, but until you realize that the power is in your hands, you will forever be in this circle of blaming everyone and everything and your life not changing. So, really, this new month, this new week, honestly, just every single day, wake up with the intention of using your power to have the best day possible, to attract good experiences, and even when things go wrong, to have a positive energy around it and to navigate it with more gratitude. So, I hope this episode was helpful for you today on this new month, on April 1st, April Fool's Day. None of this is a joke. I'm actually really fucking serious about this. So, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know some new goals and intentions that you're setting for this month. And of course, as always, I thank you so much for listening. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment, a like, subscription on YouTube, share it with someone who may need to hear. And as always, I will see you next week for another episode of A Girl's Guide 2. Bye!